brought to you by Promise Resource Network. I hope that you guys had a wonderful, wonderful holiday. I hope that you all enjoyed all the food and everything with the family and family members and all of that. It's a new year, so happy new year. It's a new year. Yay! 2023 is going to be an amazing year. So, just for today, the illusion of control. Um, One of the things for me this year is letting go and letting my higher power do. Good morning, Kim. Thank you for joining this morning. I love your little sunshine. I love it. It's so cool. And it's sunny outside. So, yay. Even though it's 39 degrees, it's still sunny. So, that's amazing. Um, this year, I'm really focusing on working. Good morning, David. Oh, yay. I love your little emoji. What is that? Oh, it's the mountains and sunshine. Yes. Ah, nature. Nature is amazing. I love nature. So this just for today, the illusion of control. I chose this because I know for me, and coming from the family side of addiction, that I definitely deal. Oh, yay! Good morning, Lori. Thank you for being on here. Yay! Everybody's on. Yay! So we can have like conversations. So please, once I read just for today, please share your experience, strength, and hope about it, coming from the family side of it, or whatever your experience is with that, right? So I chose the illusion of control because I know for me, on the family side, that I try to control people and my family, and rather than staying in my lane, right? I love that. I love hearing people say, I'm going to stay in my lane today and not jump into somebody else's lane and not try to control what they're doing, because at the end of the day, let go and let God, right? Let go and let your higher power, the universe, the energies, the vibes, whatever your higher power is, whatever conception of that is. And I find myself, when I do let go of that control, life is so much easier, and life just flows. It flows like water, like Bruce Lee says, right? It just flows like water, and it's so amazing and so beautiful. So I'm going to get started on this reading. Okay, just for today, I am learning to identify illusions that make my life unmanageable. For example, I wanted to stop controlling people and situations, but the harder I tried, the more I felt as if I were knocking my head against a wall. Then someone mentioned that I couldn't give up something I didn't have. Perhaps I could try giving up the illusion of control. Once I saw that my attempts to exercise power were based on illusions, it was easier to let go and let God. Once I saw that I already read that. Sorry, guys. And another illusion is that I have a big hole inside and I must fill it with something from outside myself. Compulsively shopping, obsessing about relationships, trying to fix everyone else's problems. These are some of the ways I've tried to fill this hole. Yet the problem is spiritual emptiness and must be filled from within. It wasn't until I saw through the illusion that I was deficient and needed to look outside myself for wholeness that I began to heal. Okay, just for today. Today, if I hear myself thinking that I am not good enough or that I need something outside myself to make me whole, I'll know that I am listening to illusions. Today, I can call a friend and come back to reality. And then I love this quote. And by the way, guys, I'm sorry. I am at home doing just for today. So I have 2 kitties, and one of them loves to chit chat with me and talk to me when I'm talking. So you may hear her in the background. And I apologize for the external noises around. So thank you for your patience and understanding. I'm going to make sure that, okay. Human beings, by changing the inner attitudes of their minds, can change the outer aspects of their lives. I'm going to read that one more time. Human beings, us as humans, by changing the inner attitudes of our minds can change the outer aspects of our lives. That is by William James. And I love this quote because it's so true. What I think I am, that is what I attract, right? So if I am controlling and I am trying to make sure that every single person and everything in my life is going exactly the way that I want it to go, not only am I stepping in the way of the universe for me, my higher power, to take that control, but I am also not allowing my mind and my spirit to align either. And I've noticed that. And then that causes resentment for me and that causes frustration and all of the things because I'm over here trying to control everything instead of just letting it go and letting it flow like water. Letting it flow like water is just a quote that I just love from Bruce Lee. And I say it every day because last year was a year of a lot of truth for me and a lot of seeing and understanding the defects that I have within myself that I thought that I had worked on, and I'm realizing that on my wellness journey and my healing journey that things come back up and they come back up on a much deeper level. And, I know for me, they come up when I'm ready to see them. And possibly for all of you guys out there, when you're ready to actually see it and work on it, that's when, your higher powers or the universe is like, hey, here it is. Here's this beautiful control. Why don't we take a look at this? And why don't we, see how this is faring in your life, And so that has happened for me. And so this year I've made it a point to really look at everything that's around me, people, places, things, and situations, mainly with my family, and what I can do to suit up and show up and be that vessel for them. So whether it's me being the vessel of a daughter, me being the vessel of, a granddaughter, anything, right? So a sister, instead of, me rolling up in there being like, okay, well, this is what we're going to do today, guys. This is how it's going to roll. And, I've got control over here and you don't need to do this and you don't need to do that because I'm so guilty of all of that. I'm guilty of doing that, but I'm also guilty of receiving that, right? So like, growing up in an alcoholic household, there was a lot of that, and there was a lot of anger and a lot of resentment, and a lot of physical anger, a lot of things being thrown. So that's like what I learned as I got older. So in my relationships, whether it was friendships or marriage or, whatever kind of relationship, that was my immediate go-to. And so when I got upset and angry, rather than saying, okay, what is it that I'm doing or not doing to better my spirituality and to let me rephrase that, to enhance my spirituality. And that was a huge thing for me. So this year I have decided that I'm really looking into that and I'm really diving into my soul to find out what it is that I need to control and why I feel the need to control it. And I'm really excited because I've had a few situations just recently where I have been able to be aware of that about myself and be able to step back and say, okay, am I being a daughter here or am I trying to play God? Am I trying to control this situation or am I allowing, say my dad's higher power to take care of him and I'm in the passenger seat and I'm just helping him, right? I'm just supporting him and being there for him. And when he needs me, that's when I show up. Rather than busting through the doors and saying, well, this, and this, and this, and this is how it's going to work, It's been a huge year of growth. And David said, fun fact, be like water is a quote from Bruce Lee. It is a quote from Bruce Lee. I love it. I actually have it. I don't know if y'all can see it. Flow like water on my arm. As a reminder, right? Because the mind always needs reminders. I know for me, when I get stressed and overwhelmed, I completely shut down. And that's another thing that I've noticed. When I shut down, that's when I try to control everything, because my faith is not where it needs to be in my wellness journey. And so not only do I shut down and go into survival mode, then I'm like, I have to hang on to something, right? I have to hang on to whatever I can. So in doing so, that's when I grab on to the people that are closest to me, and I say, oh, okay, well, we could do it this way, or we could do it that way, or we can do it this way. And rather than saying, I understand, I understand where you're at, and I understand how you feel. What can I do to support you with this or around this? And it's amazing. It's amazing the difference that happens when you truly let go. Um, and I mean, in all aspects, in the body, the mind, the soul, the spirit, the heart, the the physical being of the human body. It's this release. Like it, I've noticed, for me, it's been this huge just weight lifted off my shoulders and this release. And it's also given me the opportunity to dive deeper with what my conception of a higher power is, and where I can be that daughter or that friend or that coworker without overstepping those boundaries, and without trying to control and make it all better. Because that's the thing for me. When I'm wanting to control, I'm wanting to make it better for that person, which in return comes the codependency aspect of it on the family side, right? Like, oh, well, I'm going to take care of this person. It'll be okay. This person will be okay. Everything will be fine. Well, what I'm doing is I'm causing harm. I'm causing harm to that person, and not only that person, but also to myself. I'm not giving the universe and their higher power the opportunity to guide them and show them. And when I was journaling the other day and I wrote that out and I saw it on the paper, it really hit home for me. And it really, because it made me realize at a time in my wellness journey, in my recovery journey, when someone was doing that for me and to me, and I didn't realize how detrimental it was for me, because I missed out on so many lessons and so many opportunities to grow spiritually. But I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that until I walked through it, right? For me, lived experience is so important. Like, if I don't have that experience, I don't know how to dive deeper to be able to grow spiritually, grow as an adult, grow, in general in my life, and then be able to turn that around and share my experience with others and my lived experience. So I'm very hard headed. Even today at 38 years old, I'm still very hard headed. The one thing that has changed, though, is that I am more aware. I am more aware of people. I am more aware of my defects that I have, especially when it comes to my family. And being able to step back. And when I say family, I'm also talking about friends too, because to me, family is not just blood. It's also friends. I have many friends that I've known for over 20 years who I consider very, very dear friends, and they are family to me. So it's also that as well. And the stepping back and just really listening, using the active listening skills that I have learned recently, and, allowing them the opportunity to walk their path. It's like, who am I to take somebody else's path away from them by trying to control it or by trying to make it better? I'm really doing damage. And after talking to a friend for a long time the other day about control and about the illusion of control, I realized that when I step back and I let things go, it truly is an illusion. Like, I'm over here trying to pretend like I know what I'm doing and fix everybody's problems and everybody's issues. But when I step back and I allow their higher power to do what it is that they need to do, everything flows. Everything flows. And I have noticed that over like the course of the past month, when I step back and I'm taking care of myself and I'm doing my meditations in the morning, I'm doing my exercises, I'm doing the things that I need to do, then I have people reach out to me. I have family reach out to me and they're like, hey, can I discuss something with you? Or can we, whatever. And I'm able to just sit, be present with them, hear their concerns, listen to them, and then be able to share my lived experience in hopes that, even if my lived experience is just feelings, right? And just relating to those feelings of control. Maybe the actual situation that occurred isn't something that I've physically been through, but I definitely, definitely can relate to the feelings of control and codependency. And, when I'm smiling because I've seen so many miracles recently in like the past, even the past 2 weeks. It's been amazing and just awe inspiring because I just let go. I let go. I finally just said, you know what? I can't, you can. So I'm letting you. So let's do this. Let's do this. Like, show me what you got, right? I'm a smarty butt a lot of the time. So my higher power and I, we kind of like, bicker back and forth. And I'm usually like, all right, well, show me what you got. If I'm not, it's not working here, well, then show me what you got. And of course, my higher power always outdoes me because it's my higher power, right? So my higher power, it's for me, it's those energies and it's those vibes. And, I'm going to attract the vibrational energetic field that I'm at. So if I'm in this space of, okay, well, everything has to be this way and everything has to go a certain way, then I'm going to attract that, which isn't always necessarily great and can be very negative and be very harmful to myself and to others. But when I step back and I do my self care, and I take care of my mind, body, and spirit, then I'm able to detach and I'm able to sit back and actively listen and really hear what people are saying and, give them suggestions on what I felt like when I was going through that, or suggestions on those feelings and how I was able to overcome that with my wellness toolbox, and also with prayer and meditation and having friends, and being able to just be present with them. And when that happens, it's I can't even describe it's just the most amazing feeling. It's like you see this light come on inside of them and they realize, wow, okay, like I can stand on my own 2 feet. I can do this. I will do this. I will accomplish this. And I have somebody walking right beside me, supporting me the entire way. And that's what I want to give today. And that's what I want to challenge all of you guys today to do. When you find yourself, trying to control whatever it is, whether it be work, whether it be, the dog isn't going outside or the dog's taking too long outside or whatever the case may be, pause, take a deep breath, and remember that the universe is much bigger than any of us, and that we all have our own individual plans, and we can be here to support, and we can be here to love with all of our capacity, and we can be that vessel, but we can't fix it. We can't fix the problem. We can't fix the issue. But we can certainly sit in the problem with them, and we can certainly hold their hand and walk with them and watch them gain their strength and their higher power strength, and watch them grow into an amazing, beautiful person that they already are, and watching them shed, whatever situation or whatever's going on in their lives, and watching them to be able to overcome their challenges. Um, and I just really want to and encourage all of y'all. And I love just doing challenges and challenging all of y'all, because I know for me, my challenge comes with my family big time. So I have to really make sure that when I'm sitting down and I'm meditating, or I'm taking a walk in nature, or whatever I'm doing to fill up my cup, that I am really feeling that vibe of my higher power and that energetic field, and bringing that all in, so that I'm able to be that vessel to give them what they need, rather than trying to take on them and try to fix them and fix their situation. Because we all go through life and we all experience things, and we're able to use that lived experience to help others. And it's the most amazing thing. But if I'm holding on too tight, I'm not allowing that miracle to happen, and I'm not allowing that growth to happen. And I don't have that much power, and I'm truly not that important to have that much power, and it can be very stressful. So it's a lot easier just to let go and let God. So I want to challenge all of you today to do that. And I do hope that the beginning of the year has been absolutely amazing for all of y'all, and that you are filled with love and laughter and fun. And I hope that y'all are able to get out into the sunshine today. And I just thank y'all for joining me this morning just for today. And I hope that this reading hit home for you guys too. I hope that you found something in the reading that you can focus on and work on yourselves. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Again, it's brought to you by Promise Resource Network, and we will be back on Monday. So I love you all. Mwah! Thank you for your time, and y'all have a great day.